Why can't trees give off something useful like Wi-Fi? So just screw oxygen, right? Just some trees hugging. The Japanese forestry technique of growing trees out of other trees. Why the hell does Japan always gotta flex on us? This tree is completely hollow inside, but totally alive. Wow, me too. You ain't special. No one. Trees. This is just magical. Life is serendipitously magical. Why do trees live underground and use the above ground part as a snorkel? I fucking guess. Fingers are weird. Like, our arms just split into other smaller arms. Okay. Are we human or are we trees? Tree struck by lightning caused the bark to explode, effectively stripping the tree. Nothing gets me hotter than a good old striptease. Are you kidding me? Blind man and his armless best friend plant over 10,000 trees in China. I am his hands and he is my eyes. Biodegradable cigarette filters with flower seeds. Help nature in two ways, by planting trees and ending yourself when you cut down a tree in Italy. This is not any less creepy in daylight. Me when I wake up late. Groot's cousin that they don't invite to the family reunions. Why is that crab on a tree? It's a coconut crab and they love to climb trees. Throw a pokeball at it. Saw the most whimsical tree in my life and I had to draw his face. Will never get over the time I saw this turtle climbing a tree in Florida. Low graphics in real life. I'm guessing he barked up the wrong tree. Thanks to whoever put a tree on our baseball field. Someone our fucking tree. Like a full-grown 15-foot tree. Oh, it's almost time to pick fresh watermelons from our tree. Reading a book is surreal as hell. I just be staring at marked slices of tree for hours, hallucinating vividly. The trees that are cut down to make Jenga blocks are repeatedly forced to relive their own death. This is so dark. What the fuck? My brother stripped the ivy from an old cherry tree this morning and found this. It's the work of the wee folk. Well, he's screwed. Mr. Beast gets jumped. All trees planted by Team Trees. Tree that owns itself. My parents live in this town and the city legally can't tear this tree down to build or anything because the tree has its own legal rights and they can't do anything about it. Reddit user rearranged leaves around the base of a tree in order to make it appear to be glowing. Press E to place tree. When you realize chocolate is a fruit and grows on trees. Mysterious animal stuck in tree in Poland found to be a croissant. No offense, but if you just straight up drink milk, then I will never listen to a word you say to me. Enjoy your fragile fucking bones, while I, a loyal milk drinker, am literally able to rip a tree in half. How it started versus how it ended. I am very sorry your boyfriend turned into a Christmas tree. It happens to the best of us. Is maple the only kind of tree that has delicious blood, or are we missing out on other ones? It's your sister's wedding, so you book the entire flight, one accident away from removing an entire family tree. I don't think this tree likes its neighbors. LA has these fake tree cell towers, and I am horrified. My uncle just posted this on Facebook, and maybe it's because I am tired, but I am laughing really hard. Was in Arizona today, minding my own business, and this palm tree comes walking by. Free soup. You're going to be so cursed. Free soup. I took my cat on his first walk yesterday. I don't trust Baba Booies. They look like somebody hastily resized a tree in MS Paint. Which is which. Our school cut down this tree, and so someone left a cutout of the Lorax on the stump. He's just going to kill that innocent tree. Like, he can't move. Someone stapled bread to a tree near my house. Am I going to be burgled? I have 5 dogs, 4 cats, 3 cars, and kids. Which one are they after? Hello, I come from the forests. Ask me anything. How are the trees? I don't know who you are, or what that is. Ask me anything closed. This bear was just chilling in my tree. God, I fucking love a good walk. Look at all these trees. Damn, is that a pine cone? Hell yeah. Am I going to awkwardly nod at passing strangers? Don't mind if I do. Nothing like some fresh air. That tree is massive. How aerial reforestation works. Bomb nature with trees. Mother Nature missiles. Attack deforestation with the utmost aggression. Fuck yes. This is my aesthetic. When I was little, I would use a big stick to smack leaves off of trees and yell, "Quit hitting yourself." Sigh. Now I pay bills and stuff. No, you can't just be happy and enjoy the serenity of nature. Hell yeah. Conforous trees. Imagine flashing your light towards this while strolling the forest at night. This one time when I was 7, I thought I could talk to trees because I had no friends, and I used to sit by them and say things, and one day I was talking to my tree friend called Kevin, and this girl went up to me and said, "Are you talking to that tree, freak?" And I started crying and hugged onto the tree, and while she was laughing, one of the branches fell on the girl's head. Thanks, Kevin. There are no jump scares, just a tree falling into water. Me, whenever I'm surrounded by trees. My neighbor wanted me to trim his trees up, so this year we bought a 20-foot... I don't know if this is bad luck. Terrifying encounter between hiker and bear. I told you I can climb trees. I'm kind of jealous they make cat trees, but not human trees. Let me climb into a little hut near my ceiling. When you type OK instead of OK, Why? I don't want to climb this tree. This reminds me of you. Why? Remember when you had scoliosis? A giant driftwood on the beach at Washington. This made me feel really uneasy. The ocean is terrifying. Finally, my cat tree is blooming. I saw this today. No matter what happens in your life, you can start over. The herb promises to plant a tree for every 100 videos watched. The earth after a few years. Become ungovernable. 7-year-old me, peeing on a tree because it will feed it. My apartment ginkgo tree. Just realized it was November and panicked. Breaking news. Man spots tree in woods. Local UFO pilot confirms sighting. From trees to towers. Sad reality of today. The little boy I'm babysitting asked me where babies come from, and I panicked and said trees. So now we are outside looking at trees, seeing if there are any ripe babies ready to be plucked so he can have a brother. Artist Peter Cook grew this living garden chair using tree shaping methods, primarily training a living tree through constricting the direction of branch growth. The chair took about 8 years to grow. He's wearing Crocs. He grew a tree into a chair. He can wear whatever the fuck he wants. Bonsai apple tree, growing a full-sized apple. A perfect balance of extremely impressive and completely ridiculous. Apple trees are determined. My parents planted a twig of an apple tree, and that first year it grew 1 apple, and the whole thing was bent over from the weight of it. It had one job, and by God, it was going to do it. Guys, would you give an average-looking girl a chance if she... Fuck! So cool, so cool. He is mesmerized by the beauty of the world's biodiversity. A hunter's dream tree. What happens if the roots of a tree in a graveyard find their way into the cavity of a decayed skull? Out bird watching today, and I got this great shot of a falcon resting in a tree. I love nature. 1500-year-old angel oak tree in South Carolina. Hikers hide behind a tree as a moose approaches. Me, on my way home, when I see the tree I'm going to drive into one day. He ain't climbing no trees. There is a tree that is covered in spikes and has fruit that explode, launching sharp seeds over 100 feet at 150 miles per hour. Tree got hit by lightning. It exposed its vascular system. When a girl changes her clothes in front of you, she's either really interested or you're level 99 friend-zoned, or she hasn't spotted you in the tree yet. Tree falls in forest, doesn't make a sound. Guy in camouflage. What the? Oh shit, I've fallen, I can't get back up. Around 2,000-year-old tree in South Africa, known as the Tree of Life. Tree huggers. Don't worry, I hugged it first. To whoever put reflective eyes on this tree by the side of the road, you fine sir are an arsehole. A genius, but an arsehole nonetheless. There is a tree named Pendo that is technically an entire forest. It is a colonial colony of 4,700 aspens that all share the same root system. This is the world's loneliest tree. There's a dating app for trees at Cry. It's called Timber. Nice. Sorry. Trees do not use the internet nor walk. Photographer and his wife plant 2 million trees in 20 years to restore or destroyed forests, and even the animals have returned. I see trees of green. Green trees there too. I see the trees, and they are green, that I think to myself, I am lost in these woods. There is a tribe in India that has learned how to train the roots of big trees to create natural suspension bridges that can span over 100 feet and last 500 to 600 years. This is called foodscaping. Each yard has a vegetable garden with fruit trees. Neighbors consult with each other so they can trade the food that is grown. Imagine if people did this everywhere. The tallest tree in Wales was damaged by lightning, and instead of cutting it down, a chainsaw artist decided to do this as a symbol of the tree's last attempt to reach the sky. Beavers, when they see a natural water source surrounded by trees. If trees give us oxygen, why don't we just put them in the ocean so we can breathe underwater? These tree planting drones are firing seed missiles into the ground. Less than a year later, they're already 20 inches tall. Trees, like animals, can also experience albinism, although it's extremely rare. This Dutch designer is trying to replace streetlights with glow-in-the-dark trees. The trees can get their glow from cross-DNA from luminescent marine life, like jellyfish, with the DNA from plants, and could light up an entire city, saving taxpayers millions per year. One of my favorite things about hiking is when I come across a strange structure deep in the woods and am left to wonder how, why, and when. How? Demons. Why? Demon portal. When? 5 p.m. demon time. It's always 5 p.m. demon time somewhere. Yo, I just sneezed 13 times in a row, and it got me thinking about how the government stopped planting female trees to prevent free fruit from being easily accessible, and instead planted all pollinating male trees that collectively caused allergies to get a million times worse. Tranquilized bear drops out of a tree and gets absolutely launched by a trampoline. Germany has the only tree in the world with its own mailing address. It's known as the bridegroom's oak, and it receives about 1,000 letters per year from singles looking for love. Anyone can take letters from the tree and respond. It is estimated the tree is responsible for over 100 marriages, made up of 100 150 trees. This apartment complex in Italy is a literal urban treehouse. I speak for the trees. The trees say fuck you. The tree people are peeping. More than 20 African countries have joined together to plant a giant wall of trees that will run across the continent to stop the spread of the Sahara Desert. The Great Green Wall of Africa will stretch for 7,000 kilometers from coast to coast right across the continent. What did the trees say? Leave. Oh damn, I didn't think of that one. What did you come up with? It better be good. I don't know. I'm stumped. How did people first figure out that it was kikides that make this noise? I could see that taking a long time. Were there people just like 1,000 years where people were like, yeah, trees are screaming. They do that in the summer. If I ever find out which twat is throwing dogshit bags into the trees along this path, you will be wearing them. That is a promise. The Grinch would steal every tree except that one. New Zealand is planning to plant 1 billion trees to fight climate change. Ultra rare picture of a vegan being born, using the corpse of dead villagers to build a wall around the village. These are known as, I've used this in a different video, I'm not reading it, the Ficus retusellin, which is found at the Crespi Bonsai Museum in Italy. It is believed to be the oldest existing bonsai tree in the world, at an estimated 1,000 years old. Trees are like the best thing to sit under and read books, or draw, or just relax and be alone. Or you can climb it and sit up in the foliage waiting for an unsuspected pedestrian to walk by, so you can swing down one of the roots with a Tarzan scream and kick them in the face before running from the traffic cops. Two kinds of people. I have no idea who did this, but it made my day. Watch the— oh, this is— we're monsters. Physically, I'm here. Mentally, I'm in the hollowed out trunk of an ancient tree. I do not move. Moss grows over me, and I become a part of the forest. Animals walk past me without fear, for I am not a threat. I photosynthesize and live as one with we, the forest, are at peace. A Florida woman accidentally burned a 3,500-year-old cypress tree, the 5th oldest tree in the country, because she was smoking meth under it, and lit a fire so she could see her meth better. Florida man fed up with potholes, plants banana tree in road. Scientists create liquid trees, a tank full of water and microalgae that could be an alternative to trees in urban areas. Big day for people that wanted trees to be replaced by green slime in a glass tank. No one. Dan Snyder, owner of the Washington Redskins, had 140 trees cut down in a national park because he wanted a better view from his mansion. When a park ranger raised concerns about it, he got demoted and his house was raided by US Marshals. Behold, a 120 plus rhododendron. I said this before in a video. They rarely grow into anything larger than a shrub, let alone a tree. Why does this not have any more likes? Because we're scared. I am both amazed and horrified of nature, as we all should be. I love how trees are like, fuck it, I'll deal. At literally everything. Forest fire. Cool. My seeds will finally grow. Upside down. Branches. Sucks. Roots. Leave. What's this? New branch? Yeah. Welcome to the tree, buddy. This photo is real and was not edited. The stone is real. The trees are real. And the soil is real. And the sky is real. No. The only thing you have to do is change your point of view. Look at the photo upside down.